Hey there, I'm Arthur with Innovative Journaling, and you know that $10 journal? We're going to show you how we make the cover. And it starts with a leather hide, like this. And our hides come from Italy. Our leather's made exclusively for us at an Italian tannery just outside of Venice, Italy, in the Italian Alps. So we're here with our clicker press. This clicker press was made in 1950, and I'll show you how it works. We use the press because we have a couple dies here. We make like thousands of these, and so we got some, they call them clicker dies, and you can see they have a hole there. Punches the hole, punches the notch, and then it cuts all the way around. And I'm going to show you how we do that. It's going to be noisy, so I won't be able to say anything, but you'll be able to watch me. The first thing I do is raise this up, turn the machine on, raise this up, put the leather down. These go over the leather, and then I click them. That's why they're called clicker dies. And this is for the pockets, the front pocket and the rear pocket. And this is the actual cover. So let's do that. That's the hardest part, getting the leather on there. Okay. So here's the cover, and we pull it out, and you can see right there what's going on. Okay, now the pockets. So we did two pockets here. And what we're going to do is thin out the pockets because they're a little thick right now. We want the cover thick, but the pockets not so much. We use a Skiver for that, and so I'm going to show you how we do that, how we roll over the edges and tape them up and put a nice stitch edge on there before we assemble it and final sew it. So let's go over to the Skiver. Okay, so here we are at the Skiver, and here's our pockets. So we're going to thin them out, and this is how we do that. This is a bell knife here. I've got it all set up for the thickness because we can make it thicker or thinner. And I just push the pedal on the floor, and it turns a stone there, and it feeds it through. So you see how that thinned that out? There's the part we just skived. We'll do the other side. And so now you can see the difference in thickness there. Let's do this one. And then we're going to do one more thing. We're going to take 1/4 of an inch off the edge, and this tells me where 1/4 of an inch is right there. I'm going to turn this dial and make it thinner, and I'm going to take that 1/4 of an inch off. I don't know if you can see that right there. Do it on this one. Okay. Next step, I'm going to tape and roll these and sew them. Let's go over to the work table. Okay, here we are at the work table, and we use this as double stick tape, and we just stick it right down on here. And you can see we put a little bead of tape on there, double stick tape, right on there, like that. We don't want it going over the edge, so we pull it back. And then this just gets rolled over like that, because that extra part, that 1/4 inch that we skived, that's thinner, and it rolls over nice and easily. We'll do it to this one too. And then when we're done here, we are going to go over to the small machine, the lighter weight machine, and we're going to put a stitch on these two edges here. So let's go over there now. Okay, this is our lighter weight sewing machine. It's a Seiko LSC 8B-1, for all who are interested. So it's about 2,000 stitches a minute. And let's just put a little stitch on these. So here we go. Get it started. All commercial machines hold the top and the bottom thread on the first stitch or two like that, and then now obviously I'm not sewing 2,000 stitches a minute because that's too fast for me on this kind of work. All right, there we go. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put a logo on the cover. Show you how we do that, and then I'm going to assemble these onto the cover and sew them on our big machine, the Durk.
Fun.
Hey there, here we are at our stamping machine. It's our hot stamp machine. We have our logo in it. It's all set up, and I'll show you how we do that. So, yeah, got to make sure I put it on the back, right? And so this is where it goes actually, and then it's about 300 degrees, so you want to push down kind of hard to get a good depression in there. And that's it. Here's how it looks. See there? Okay, let's assemble it and sew it. All right, cover, front and rear inside pockets here. First thing we're going to do is put some tape on 3 sides here. Then we're going to put them on here, and then we're going to trim them with our knife. So let's get started here. Here's there. If we roll over the edge with the tape, we want to pull it back. Fortunately, I didn't do it on any of these. There. Because we don't want the tape hanging over the ends. Okay, and then I look for the nicest one, put it on the front, but they're both the same, so it doesn't matter. All right, then we just flush it up on this side here, on the long edge, and when we stretch it out, and then you'll notice that it overhangs a little bit on each side. Well, that's on purpose so we can get a trim and get a nice smooth edge there. Same for here. Flush that up, put it down there, and trim it. And then one thing we also do is to corner the edges. So what I'm going to do real quickly while you're looking at this and the logo and all, I'm going to go get our, oops, this could use a little trim there. I'm going to go get our corner rounder and show you how we corner the edges, so just hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. So here's our corner rounder, and basically we turn it upside down, and this is a 1/4 inch radius, and you can see here how it corners the ends. And now, last step, we're going to go over to the big machine and put a final sew on it. I'll show you how we do that. See you over there. Okay, here we are. This is Durk. Durk is our heavy-duty saddle machine, and yeah, it's a machine. It'll sew anything you can fit inside of here. This machine will sew. Let's sew up the cover. So we'll start right there in the back, and again, we hold both our threads, top and bottom. The reason we do that is so it doesn't get sucked down into the bobbin. Here we are. This machine's top speed is about 800 stitches a minute, and that's what 800 stitches a minute looks like. So did you see that skip there? Put it in again. There we go. And then set the corner. Take a first stitch, make sure it doesn't skip, and then there. And then coming around again here. So what we do is, when we get to the where we started, we put it in the hole of our first stitch, just like that, and then we run a few more in there to lock it down. And what happens there is, as you can see here, that you can't see like separate stitches. It's all in the same hole there, so that's kind of cool. Let me show you how we distress this first. So one of the things we can do, or you can do with yours actually, if it's not, we take it and we go like this, and we wring it out like mad. And you can't really hurt this leather. This leather is so tough. And there's the version. Already looks like it has some use to it. Pretty cool. So one last thing. We have these tails on here, so we want to burn them off. And so I'll show you how we do that. It's right here on our machine. And this is our little professional wood burning set. This is pretty cool because you know, there's a bunch of wands that come with it. You just can take one wand off and put on another. These do break, the cord breaks, you know, it happens. And so it's nice to replace everything. This tool is about $130. It's a great tool to have, and so it gets hot pretty quick. This will actually turn red hot. We don't have it that high. And then we just hold it and we burn it like that. And put a little bit of tension on it, and then just burn it right off. So we do that there. We get these over here from where we sewed with the small machine. Like that. This is all the little detail stuff. Yeah, and then we'll take it around the edges if they're fuzzy, because sometimes the corner rounder makes them a little fuzzy. So we'll do that. Just clean it up here for you. And then the front side, same deal. Just burn it like that. Make it nice and smooth. This is nylon, so it melts, so you don't want it really sharp and all. Again, smooth out the edges. That's pretty much it. We'll do one other thing to this. We will do a final trim on this, but I'm not going to show you that. It's just trimming off tiny little things we see that the sewing machine may have pushed out. So that's how we make a cover. We have another video that will show you how we tie the Solomon's knot, how we attach it, and then another one about how we make the $15 leather pouch. Just the final sew on it, though. So enjoy those. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you on another video. Bye.